Dinner was over and the pioneers started to disperse. "What will you wear off for the ball?" I asked Shurik and Electronic. "We don't have anything special to wear. We'll go as we are." He indicated his pioneer uniform. They don't seem to care about their appearance at all. Well, why should I care then? Wearing my winter clothes isn't an option, so I'll go just like this. When does it start? After 9 o'clock. Got it. I left the canteen and deeply inhaled the fresh evening air. I remember those rare dances I used to go to at school. Hesitation, insecurity, even fear. I couldn't dance. I didn't know how to react if someone had invited me. I couldn't dare to invite someone else by myself. All in all, I felt pretty uncomfortable about it. And it was even more unpleasant to watch others having fun. It wasn't envy. More like it was a disconcerting feeling that people were able to enjoy something so odd for me. I thought that there was still lots of time till the ball, so I could sleep a little to be fresh in the evening. Entering the camp leader's cabin, I flopped onto the bed instantly and shut my eyes. Oh nein, wir verpennen doch jetzt nicht etwa, oder? Huch. Strangely enough, I got right up Dieser BH. Ist der fucking durchsichtig, Alter? Strangely enough, I got up right on time, even without an alarm. The clock was showing 9. Such a rare thing to happen. I felt sluggish though. Probably it wasn't the best idea to sleep during the day after all. I'm going to see Alisa instead of the dance. So it's time then. A few minutes later I approached the stage. Maybe it wasn't a bad idea accepting her offer. Wo findet denn hier überhaupt der Ball statt? Wenn ich hier bei der stage. Just talking to Tchaikovskaya means danger. On the other hand, I wasn't eager to go to the dance. What can I do there? I would only disgrace myself. No. I'm better off listening to Alisa play the guitar. Coming closer, I saw a person sitting on the edge of the stage with her legs dangling. So you came after all. Alisa put the guitar aside and jumped to the ground. There was even a trace of joy on her face for a moment. Playing for someone is surely more interesting than being alone. As you can see... What are we going to do? What do you mean, what? I'm asking you. Well, you wanted... I got a sudden idea that the situation is one of her usual pranks and I should never have expected to hear any guitar songs. I'm going to bed, bye. I turned around and waved a hand intentionally slowly. Bist du verrückt, Alter? Hey! Alisa grabbed my sleeve. Oh... What? Don't you want to listen? Listen to what? You yourself don't know what you're going to do. Of course I know. She took the guitar and hit strings with her plectrum a couple of times. Sit next to me. Das Fortschan-Mädchen singt dem Beta-Peter ein Liedchen. I didn't object in... Okay. Lesen, denken, sagen. I didn't object and in a moment I was sitting beside her. It's better this way. Mr. Dance, leave now and then what will I do? The role of a stranger was more suitable for a passive observer and not for the eager seeker of answers. Eager seeker, boy, who I wanted to be so badly. So, I'll show you how to play this song now. Just like that, right away. What do you mean, right away? I haven't held a guitar for a long time. So, she could probably guess how long it has been since I held one. My skills were enough to make a cat laugh. It's not difficult. I threw an intense look at Alisa. I distinctly seem to me now that she just can't express her feelings. She could lose her strange self-control for a moment and I would get to see a casual and even funny and friendly girl. And then, when her self-confidence and impudence turned back on, it was a bitchness as usual, yeah. Typisch edgy Mädchen, Alter. And which is the real one? Hey! What? Stop daydreaming. Oh, yeah, sorry. Aber es ist Nacht. Also machen wir Nachtträumen. So, are you watching? I am. What song is this? It's what I played this morning, of course. Oh, okay. I'm listening. Alisa made up her mind and started to play. Ja, ich höre nichts. That's it. Oh. Ja. War schön. Also, ich fand's schön. Fandet ihr es auch schön? Ich fand es sehr schön. Did you get everything? I may have understood it, but I probably won't be able to replicate it. How shall I put it? It's okay, practice makes perfect. She's undoubtedly right on this point, but I have had problems with practice all my life. Well, oh, dieser Blick. I took the guitar from Alisa and tried to play the first chord. It was hard, as if my fingers were tied in a knot and didn't want to be in the right place. I used to be better before, but now I wouldn't even be able to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Well, wait a moment. Looks like you won't be a rock hero. She laughed kindly. I may be better this way, I hissed, vainly trying to remember the order of strings to press. Well, the guitar started to make devilish sounds resembling the grunts of a wounded dinosaur. Scheiße, Alter. My left hand fingers constantly missed the right frets and my right hand didn't strike the rhythm. Let's call it progressive. Progressive? Well, give it back. She took the guitar away and it sounded completely different in her hands. I felt embarrassed by my clumsiness for a moment. Alisa's skill may not be on the level of a professional guitarist, but nevertheless she plays simple things like this with confidence. She must have had a lot of practice. Did you get it this time? She finished and offered the guitar to me. Well... Oh! I did better the second time, but it was still a long way from Alisa's level. Or from any decently adequate level. I was aware of how totally worthless I was compared to her. It seemed so simple, just play a song with 3 chords. The tune is too simple though. I put the guitar aside. Alisa was lost in thought for a moment. Even a preschool kid could play it better. Thanks. I tried. Dieses Gesicht, Alter. Wie viele Gesichter hat die noch? So I noticed. She might be trying to demonstrate her evident superiority at playing the guitar. Die Amerikaner verschlucken das R ja immer so und ich kann das R sowieso nicht aussprechen. Das ist so schlimm bei mir. It's not like everyone can be a musician. Oh, das habe ich gesagt. Yeah, not really. Alisa looked up at the sky. Though you can be one, that's for sure. Why is that? You should have heard this yourself. I started to regret coming here. Well, don't mind me. Why does Alisa need to do things? It's obvious that I'm a horrible guitarist. Obviously. But if I had some practice. So, will you practice? I don't know, maybe I will. Oh, meine Nase. Ah, the guitar was the least of my problems, though. I'm stuck in a strange world I can't escape from. That's more important than a stupid argument with Alisa. I suddenly felt an annoying self-pity, apathy, and an urge to leave this place, to forget this evening. Those feelings left a nasty impression and a burning desire to do or say something stupid. As if it could... as... as if it will change anything. I'm fucking done, ohne Scheiß. Was ist das überhaupt? Das sieht manchmal... Jetzt sieht das so ein bisschen aus wie Pepe. Kann das sein? Ich habe keine Ahnung. Ich habe keine Ahnung. Ich glaube, das soll irgendwas darstellen. Die Gesichter, die sie macht. What? Me, learning to play the guitar. You surely couldn't. You will strum the guitar for a couple of days and give it up. Elisa's words pierced my heart. You know what? Oh well, should you know? Is it any concern of hers? Am I reacting this way just because it's true and that it's Alisa who spoke the truth? You can't know how to do everything. Probably not. But you should be able to at least do something. So, are you saying that I can't do anything? How should I know? You know, what? Should I tell her about my computer skills? Or about the books I've read and movies I've watched? Ah, well, this is a pointless conversation. That goes without saying. You're only concerned with having fun. And you do nothing but whine. Forget it. I jumped down from the stage and walked away from my concert area. Go then! I heard Alisa yelling to me. I'm already going! I hissed. I hissed and pissed and pissed and hissed. The path led me back to the square. There was Slavia in the center of it, sweeping the area. Oh, Semyon, hi, I thought everyone was already asleep. Alter, wie schnell ist hier die Party gegangen? Ja, lass mal einen Ball machen für eine halbe Stunde und dann verpissen sich wieder alle. Das ist eine gute Idee. Oh, what are you doing? Cleaning up after the ball. Why didn't you come? I just... And where have you been? I hadn't a slightest intention of telling Slavia how I embarrassed myself on stage with the guitar in front of Alisa while the whole camp was having fun at the square. I took a walk. Okay, but you should have come. It was fun. Glad you enjoyed yourself. I will be sweating like a pig today because of worries or just a hot night. Hey, do you know where I can have a bath? Certainly. Go straight, then a bit to the left by the path, then to the right, and there will be a bathhouse. Should I accompany you? No need. I'll find it myself. I totally didn't want to burden her more. I walked along the forest path in the direction Slavia showed. My whole body was itching. How didn't I notice it before? And more importantly, what else hadn't I noticed? If things keep going like this, then I'll have to stay in this world forever. I shivered at the thought. Probably at the idea that I didn't feel any terror or even just fear. Just like it's all the natural flow of things. I could see a bathhouse behind the trees. And why do the pioneers have baths here? Olga had said something about repairs to the showers, though. No reason to worry about it now. There was soap and clean towels, so I quickly washed myself, went inside and breathed in a chest full of fresh air and fresh night air. Ah, it's so wonderful that physical cleanliness brings spiritual cleanliness. All of my problems, if not went away, then at least became less important. It's like the weather washed away not only dirt from body, but also the anxiety from my mind. I suddenly started yawning, so I headed to the leader's cabin, rubbing my eyes. Okay. I didn't take even a few steps before Alisa jumped out from the bushes. You? What are you doing here? I was just washing myself. She came to her senses and spoke again. And? And what? How should I know? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, dieses Mädchen. Then why do you speak if you don't know? All my peace of mind vanished in a moment. Only the irritation and the weariness remained. Okay, well, if you don't mind. Wait. Now what? If back there on stage you thought that, well, I didn't want to offend you of anything. It's okay, I'm not offended. I just can't play the guitar. Nothing special. A lot of people can't. Zum Beispiel ich würde es auch gerne können, ohne Scheiß. E-Gitarre finde ich übelst cool. I felt that there were obvious signs of irritation in my voice, but I couldn't do anything about it. I wanted to say everything to her face, right here, right now. Exactly, you can't. Elisa obviously restrained herself from laughing. Oh, I've already had enough of you. She totally drove me out of my wits at that moment. In another second I would have started to yell at her. Or worse. Wait. Will you just leave me alone? Elisa followed me but didn't try to stop me. I really didn't want to offend. Some invisible power made me to turn around. Okay, can I go now? Yes, of course. In the moonlight, Alisa looked very beautiful, with a brief guilty expression on her face. If she could only keep her mouth shut. What are you smirking at? Although, nothing. I just thought that if only you were a little bit more polite. Ooh. Then what? I shouldn't say such things. People could get ideas, depending on their intellectual abilities. Then, nothing. You should finish what you started. There's nothing to finish. I'm very tired and I'm going to sleep. Stop right there. Don't make me run away from you. As if you could. She may be right. I'm already exhausted from this day. And naturally, I had no intention of running after Beth. So what? What? If only I would be more polite, then what? Try it and you will see. Why should I do anything for a fool like you? Then don't try. What does it have to do with me? I sighed and dragged myself to the square. And what about you then? What? I replied without turning to her. Well, if I would, then you... I don't know what you're talking about, but let's think that I would, if it's easier to you. What? I don't know what you're talking about, but let's think that if that I would, if it is easier for you. Moron! Alisa yelled at me and headed to the bathhouse. The square shined with the cleanness of a German road. Ooh. Which were washed with shampoo, or so people said. That's Slavia for you. And I just argued with Alisa and nothing else. What for? As if it was really necessary. And her behavior? In any other situation I would have surely said that Alisa likes me and just hides it by the rudeness. Oh, dude. That's not important right now, though. Relationships, love, anything. Maybe she isn't even a human. And what if she was a human and all this was happening in the real world? I drove thoughts away and headed to the leader's cabin, Tiredness had overwhelmed me. It was like an invisible obstacle stopped me in front of the door. Olga certainly would like to know where I was and why I missed the dance. I get a full interrogation for sure. Accounting for absence of Alisa at the dance too, it wouldn't be hard to guess that we skipped it together. On the other hand, should I even tell that instead of going to the dance, Alisa practiced playing the guitar and I just went along with the flow? Nothing special actually. Doesn't really matter why I left. So, at the same time I thought that it could be better to keep silent. Well, I'll decide on the spot. I sighed and pulled the door handle. Oh. Oh. Olga was already waiting for me, wearing a dress. So, Semyon, where have you been? Wenn das mit Alisa sagen, wird Alisa bestimmt bestraft. Make up another excuse. Ich weiß nicht. Ich glaube, dass das uns mit Alisa nicht weiterbringt, weshalb ich einfach eine andere Ausrede nehme. I was just walking around. Alone? Yes. Okay, that's not important. Why didn't you come to the ball? Well, frankly speaking, I don't like dancing. So what? That was a camp public event which means every pioneer had to attend. She looked at me intently. You could just sit somewhere quietly. I'm sorry. I sighed. Okay. The leader softened. Go to bed quickly. The storm had passed. I tossed and turned but couldn't sleep. My head was full of thoughts about music, guitars and Alisa. I wonder, could I become a professional musician? And do I even want to be one? Why should I want to? It certainly would be pretty fun, but nothing else. Or is Alisa a reason? She really is like an energy vampire, sucking all your juices. Oh. Also noch hat sie überhaupt keine Juices von uns abgesackt, Alter. My eyes started to close and I fell asleep a moment after. Tag 4. Ich glaube, es ist der vorletzte Tag. Ich bin mir nicht sicher. Okay. Das mache ich noch. I woke up with a hellish ringing inside my head. The ringing seemed to be coming from the depths of my consciousness. But after I came to my senses, I realized that the cause of this ringing is my alarm clock. Strange. Where did it come from? Why is it standing near my bed? It was 7:30 according to the clock. Olga had already left, and there was nobody to force me to go to the lineup. I can't sleep a bit more. I closed my eyes, but seemed like my conscience had already had its coffee and was ready for a long, productive day. I need to get up. I should plan my day out. After all, I need to do at least find out something today. But still, nothing came to my head. Und hier ist der Punkt, an dem ich speichere. Und ich würde sagen, hier machen wir dann in der nächsten Aufnahme weiter. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Mir hat es gefallen, waren ein paar witzige Szenen dabei und wir sehen uns dann in der nächsten Folge wieder. Bis dann. Herzlich willkommen zurück hier bei Everlasting Summer. Also wir haben jetzt 0:55 Uhr und ich habe noch nichts Warmes gegessen heute, Damit beinhalte ich natürlich auch den Tag davor, weil wir haben ja schon so gesehen den neuen Tag, aber jeder weiß, der neue Tag beginnt nicht, bevor man geschlafen hat. So ist das. Ja. Gut, ohne jetzt lang hier rumzutun, fangen wir einfach an. But still, nothing came to my head. Fine, I need to wake up completely and wash myself. Ooh, Senya. On my way to the washstands, I met Senya. What got you up so early? Anything wrong with being up early? She looked at me as if I had insulted her. No, nothing, just curious. None of your business. Gosh, Senya isn't very sympathetic even when she's in a good mood, but today she's just looked furious. The cold water perked me up, the fog in my head dissipated and my thoughts started arranging themselves. Wisst ihr, was witzig ist? Wenn ich das hier so vorlese, denke ich so, boah, geil, mein Englisch ist top-notch, Junge. Und dann höre ich mir das nochmal an, ne, wenn ich es editiere und denke mir so, Alter, mein deutscher Akzent geht ja richtig hart steil hier. Zwar nicht so hart steil wie bei manchen anderen, aber ja, ein bisschen doof irgendwie, aber naja, was soll man machen? Ich versuche mein Bestes hier. Curiously, I started to worry about finding a good place in the canteen more than about finding answers. I brushed my teeth and was going to leave, when a quiet sound wafted past my ears. It's probably a squirrel or some other animal. I heard another sound, this time a bit farther. I walked 10 meters along the path, searching for the source. Nobody, just a morning forest. Ist das möglicherweise der Zeitpunkt... Oh, Miku. Ist das möglicherweise einer der Zeitpunkte, wo wir das Katzenmädchen finden? Dafür müssen wir aber erstmal alle guten Enden durchhaben. I returned to the washstands and saw Miku, who was looking for something in the grass. Ah, Miku. Noticing me, she smiled and jumped up to me. Ow! Hello, good morning. I accidentally scattered my tooth powder, just trying to get it all back up. The dewy grass didn't seem to be helping matters. Are you sure that's a good idea? Well, why? What else can I do? I don't have any more. It was the last I had. She pouted like a child who had just had a favorite toy taken from her. Here, I'll give you mine. I dug into my bag. No tooth powder there. Strange. Didn't I just put it there? I walked away for just a minute and now it's gone. Listen, it looks like I have forgotten it. I didn't want to tell her that it just had gone missing. Vermutlich war es schon unseres und sie hat's verschüttet. Ich frage mich, wie das geht hier. Dass ihre Haarbänder so schweben. Ist das so eine neue russische Technik? Knowing the sensitivity of this girl, it was safe to assume that vanishing household goods would impress her so much that her brain would reset itself in order to avoid overheating. Oh, Jesus. Well, I'll be off. Yeah, cheers. Visit us. I mean, visit me in the music club. I'm still alone there, but I mean I... Miko's voice faded in the freshness of the summer morning far behind me. Warum lässt der Miko denn immer so kalt stehen, das arme Mädchen? Getting back to the leader's cabin, I took my cell phone and looked at the battery meter. Enough power for a day, maybe even less. Of course it won't help me much in here, but still. Finding a charger in the 80s would mean inventing it. Still, regardless, the morning was shining and beautiful. The bright sun was shining over the space and time-displaced pioneer camp Sofyanok, warming its residents and filling them with energy to spend the day productively. Or in my case, to waste it in futile efforts to find an explanation for everything happening here. There was an unusually large crowd near the canteen. Of course, there was no other place in the camp that pioneers loved as much as the canteen. But why were they all crowding on the pork? I came closer to find out what was going on. It looked like all the camp had gathered at the pork. Ich glaube, das ist ein D zu viel, aber gut.